um, 4 through 6 from the New King James Version. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty in God for the pulling down of strongholds, casting down arguments, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought, every single thought that enters into your mind, I'm adding right there, bringing it into captivity to the obedience of Christ, and being ready to punish all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. When we obey God instead of that negative thought, that thought that comes into your mind that says, you know what, they think they something, I'm just going to kick her butt. And the Holy Spirit arrests you and say, you know what, pray for your enemies. That's bringing that thought into captivity. We're casting. That's not what God says. When the enemy comes in with negative thoughts, telling you what you can't do, what you won't do, that you're less than, that you don't have enough education, that you don't look the part, you can never be the part. We have to say that's not what God says I am. We have to bring it, okay, that's the wrong thought. I'm not going to entertain that thought. I'm not going to believe that thought. I am going to believe God's word. And there are some things that we should know. Again, this is a recap. And I said this most every time that I open up the Battlefield of the Mind lesson. This is what we should know. It's 6 things. 6 things. Number 1, we are engaged in a war. We are always in a war, regardless of how peaceful our lives may be at any certain time. You better know that the enemy is devising a plan. So we have to keep in our mind that we're always in a war, and the enemy is Satan. It's not your brother, it's not your spouse, it's not your sister, it's not the ones at church, it's not the co-workers that may be talking about you, maybe have an attitude, maybe you're being rejected. It's not them. It's Satan using them. We need to understand, we need to separate the spirit from the person. The demonic influences that Satan has over other people. And yes, he has used you before and used me before, even without knowing. In the New Testament, you'll see that Jesus will tell Peter, "Get thee behind me, Satan." He wasn't talking to Peter. He was talking to the influences thoughts that Satan brought to Peter's mind. Okay, look it up when they went on the Mount of Transfiguration.